Soul Simmers, my name is Darth Jeswick, and welcome back to Wednesdays with the Waffles. In our last episode, Maple got married to Sean Delgado, and we gave them an adult makeover. Today is Harvest Fest, so we decorated the house, and Maple is currently working on a tofurkey dinner. We also need to have some baking done for the holiday, so I'll have Sean make us some pre-mixed brownies once Maple is finished with dinner. Nutmeg currently needs to find a spouse and propose successfully or gift a piece of jewelry for the first part of her aspiration. Maple also needs to have 7 more excellent paintings and view or admire 3 paintings at a museum for her second level of the Painter Extraordinaire aspiration. And I will be turning our lifespan back to normal for a few days just to give me some more time with both of the twins and start Maple's family before she really moves out. Sergio has been wanting to exercise, so I sent him on a run. I figured it was safer than letting him swim. It's been really cold in this game. The temperatures are dropping. It's like the fall, obviously, so it's going to be a little bit colder, and I don't want him to freeze to death because that would be horrible. I didn't know what was up with this group of people standing around out here, but they do freak me out. They were standing there for probably 2 or 3 hours in game, and I didn't have a yard sale going on, so I didn't know why they were stuck there. But currently, we only have 7,053 simoleons, so I'll be doing a lot of painting and jewelry and gemstone crafting and having some yard sales. We do need to get some more money for Maple's house. I think I would like to have at least 40 or 50,000 simoleons to have for her house, and then we'll move her out. I also tried to fix Nutmeg's crafting room so that we could still have, the crafting table inside. And I don't know what's going on with it, but it does not work, so I'll have to, figure out something else for that. Maybe have the sales table outside and then have it her whole crafting room inside. I really don't know, but it's actually kind of frustrating. It's really upsetting though because I'd really like to have everything be sold inside so she doesn't have to stand outside in the rain. Also, Belgian and Sergio are going through a rough patch lately and are very unsatisfied in their relationship, leaving Belgian to contemplate divorce. So I'll have to do some relationship counseling or something with them. In my last episode of Wednesdays with the Waffles, I sold all the paintings that we had, so I needed to restock all of her paintings in her street gallery. So I had Maple start a large pop art painting, and it looks like it's going to be the one that has the dog food cans, and I don't know if they sell for a lot usually, but I get this painting a lot. Nutmeg is also just designing some random jewelry at this point for 300 simoleons, and it ended up being a bling bracelet with hematite, and with hematite your Sims cannot die if it's fully charged. So our brownies and the tofurkey dinner were finally done, so I had Belgian call everyone to dinner for Harvest Fest, and I was trying to get a really good screenshot of all of them sitting at the table having dinner, but Sims do not like to sit down when they're eating. They'll just get up and move all over the place, so it was really difficult to actually do it. We do get Belgian and Sergio and Sean all at the table, and then Nutmeg kind of joins them a little later, but everybody kind of left as soon as Maple sat down, so I kind of felt bad for her, but she came late, she was painting and got distracted, so what do? You can't really do much. I also invited Nico Goth over for a 2-night stay so we can boost our romance and relationship with him. When we went to greet Nico, Nutmeg was still wearing her pajamas, so I had to have her change a little bit, but they had gained a sentiment that said, "I really value the time we spend together, I think it's made us closer than ever," and they shared their very first kiss. So they gained another sentiment, "You're so fun to be around, I really enjoy spending time with you, and I hope you feel the same about me too." I think their relationship is really cute. They do have a wholesome family dynamic, or romance dynamic, I guess. I get those so confused. There's so many different dynamics that they can have now. And after maybe 10 or 20 minutes of me building their relationship up a little bit more, I had them woohoo for the first time ever. Just in the bed, nothing fancy like the shower or one of the bushes that's in the get-together world. Sergio is also not feeling very romantic lately and wants to become unflirty, and I did accept the change. Just because him and Belgian have been having problems, it feels like this makes sense. We were able to evolve our crystal tree, and Maple started a flirty painting out here in the garden. It was finally warm enough for them to be outside, really late at night. I don't know why, but it gets super cold in the morning here and then really hot in the afternoon. And because Sean has the Lord of the Knits aspiration, I had him start to learn how to knit with a blue bear beanie. But after everybody was done with that, I had them all go to sleep, and it started snowing in the middle of the night. Nutmeg was one of the first ones awake, and I had her go outside and just kind of check and research on our crystal tree. It hasn't really grown at all, and it's been like a week or two since we've been living in this house, so I'm just like really confused about why it's not growing. I do know they take a while. I also don't think that Nico ever slept that night, so I don't know what's up with that. He could have slept on like the couch or something, I just didn't see him. I also had Maple start on a landscape painting, and Nutmeg started on her crystals, a cabochon-shaped gemstone, I hope I'm saying that right, with rose quartz. Sims will get over breakups faster, and social needs do not decay. I also think that Nico was really trying to get on Maple's good side because he kept going in there and watching her paint, or he just like really likes painting. But I did kind of kick him out of their bedroom though because I wanted Maple and Sean to try for a baby. And afterwards, I had her take a pregnancy test, and she is eating for 2. So we have already started the 4th generation of Wednesdays with the Waffles, although they won't be the true heirs, because we're going to have Nutmeg be the 3rd generation heir, and then her kids will be the next heirs. I also had her go and tell Sean that she was pregnant, and he was super happy, and he did some dancing to celebrate that. Sean also got a phone call from Pierce Delgado. I'm assuming that's one of his brothers, but Pierce apparently spread some juicy gossip about Maple. I'm assuming he somehow found out that Maple was pregnant and was maybe thinking the wrong idea. I don't know. You know, it's just a weird thing. They don't actually tell you what the gossip is, so I didn't really know. So this is our cabochon-shaped gemstone that we crafted earlier, and then I had Nutmeg start on a botanical ring with Fosanite and jade, and Sims will find simoleons randomly around the house with jade, and then I had Maple start another large classic painting, and she started to paint Little Simsy. I'm not sure if this is actually Little Simsy, but it does look a lot like her and the character that she uses when she plays as herself. So I'm just going to call it Little Simsy. And everybody was kind of cheering when she finished her painting, so I thought that that was really fun too. Sergio was just kind of chilling out on the lounger in the pool. It was actually a pretty warm day today, so I let him just kind of do his own thing. You know, he deserves to relax a little bit, and we've got like this nice little floaty and backyard area, so he might not make it through the winter. You never know. I also had Sean start a yard sale for the paintings, just because Maple can like work on the paintings and then he can do all the selling. I feel like that makes the most sense because then you can kind of be doing both things at once. And this is our little botanical ring that we made. We sold one of the paintings for like 10,000 simoleons, and the pop art paintings sold for like 3,000 each. I also had Nutmeg try and do a yard sale herself, but it didn't seem to work. Nobody came in and bought anything. I thought we could have these selling tables inside. I've done it before with the Home Chef Hustle one, and I had no problem with it being inside and having people like come in and buy my stuff, but I don't know what's going on with this one. I can pretty much only sell things outside. While all of this was going on, I had Maple start a large abstract painting, and it was night on the town. So I took Nico and Nutmeg out to dinner at the Old Quarter Inn in Windenburg. It also happened to be ladies' night, so Nutmeg got everything for free. So she ordered a pretzel and some spicy hot chocolate. And she also joined Nico for a game of foosball. And because they were having such a great time, they were already romance partners. I had Nutmeg propose with her crafted ring, and Nico said yes, which is amazing. And then we moved in together, and after that, I just kind of sent them home. They were both like extremely exhausted, so they needed to rest before they started passing out at the bar. They returned home safely, and I'll plan the wedding in the next episode, as well as have Maple's baby and move her and Sean into a new home. But if you would like to see where my Sims are at for skills, you can check that out right about now. But that is all the time I have for this week's episode of Wednesdays with the Waffles. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like because it really helps out. I try to upload a few times a week, so subscribe and hit the bell button to get a notification every time I post a new video. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you all in the next video. Dag dag!